Hello everyone, I'm Snega Priya, Assistant Professor. Now I'm going to talk about product and evaluation and principles of multimedia. So you all of them know about multimedia. It's a combination of text, image, graphics, animation, sounds, audios, videos, etc. So now we are going to learn about product and evaluation in multimedia. So what does it mean by product and evaluation? Which means the product means the outcome of the product. That means the multimedia products, what type of products and how can you use. So there are the products. So first we are going to talk about a multimedia product. They come in many shapes and forms. In order to develop multimedia products, you need to know what types are out there. Types of multimedia. The type of product is defined by who is using it. For example, the CD-ROM based encyclopedias. You know all of them, encyclopedias. So use of CD-ROM based encyclopedias. So multimedia types, depending on their uses, are grouped as a briefing, reference, database, education and training, kiosk, entertainment and games. These are the types of multimedia. Now we are going to learn brief explanations for these types depending on their use in multimedia. So some of the products may overlap each other. For example, a child playing a computer game. Okay, so multimedia products, the first one is we are going to learn about briefing. So briefing, it is a concept in a multimedia. Briefing products are very small, straightforward, linear products and used to present information quickly and concisely. And then characteristic of briefing products is it developed in short period of time, short lifetime, and text is the predominant media used. So briefing products examples, they are corporate presentations, sales presentations and educational lecturers. So multimedia types depending on their users. So briefing contains a few navigation controls. Other controls types are used to enhance the presentation, such as following. So enhance the presentations, which means we have to zooming, panning, thumbnail pages and drawing graphic editing tools. So why we are using the enhancing presentations, which means for review or select or move, and some enhancing tools which can enhancing your presentations to present your end users, to evaluate your products, is it good or bad, and easy going to use or easy to access or easy to learn about your products. Okay, so next one is characteristic of good briefing products. So characteristic of good briefing products, which is a thorough understanding of the subject. So first you know about the subject, then only you have to prepare about the product. Okay, so a thorough understanding of the subject, seamless integration of content, consistent page layout. A briefing presenter should speak extemporaneously about the presentation. So first you have to understand your subject knowledge and seamless integrate the content and consist the page layout, then only you have to briefly present. They should speak extemporally about the presentation. So next one is reference. So this is the second one of the multimedia products. They are most common type of commercial multimedia products. Some of the examples of the reference products are encyclopedias, dictionaries, cookbooks, historical and scientific surveys. So encyclopedias, all the contents which is in one place, it's called encyclopedias. So dictionaries, you can refer any meanings or synonyms, whatever. Okay, so cookbooks, it is a reference for others only. So these are the reference products. Okay, for some other examples for reference, which means you can refer any other developers strategies or any other developers collection of data, informations, or else any particular products usage. These are the reference And the characteristic of reference products, we have mentioned about the long-lived products, how they can use, how they can accommodate, or how they can the long period in the multimedia market. So this is the long lived products and usually developed on CD-ROM or other high density media, developed and used by a wide range of users, very structured and easy to use. So types of reference products: generalized content and detailed content. These are the types of products. So generalized content means it's very generalized material for all those developers for multimedia products. Those who are developing a multimedia products, you can refer the generalized content. Okay, so detailed content, which means is a specialized content in that product, which means for a particular area. For example, cookbook means you can refer only cookbooks. It is not a generalized content. Okay, if it is a generalized content, which means education side, you can generalize the content. Okay, so next one is multimedia product, which is database. And the database, which is similar to reference systems and having large amount of data. So different database you can focus for storing and access the actual data. So database, which means all of them. Database is a different relational databases are there. So first relational database, how they can use, how they can accommodate for each other. So this is the types of database. Some of the database collections which are used for other retrieving and accessing data. So example of database, which is collection of font, collection of pictures, sounds and video clips. So these are the examples of database. And materials of plays and stories, maps, charts, scientific surveys, and phone numbers and zip codes and listings. So these are the database. Like a reference products, database products are usually delivered on CD-ROM or other media capable of storing large amount of data. Okay, so database products like reference systems, depending on support functions such as a search and find engine, presentation function, export functions, print facilities, conversion utilities. So these are the functions. Okay, so may require multiple disk or CDs to store large amount of data. The type of support functions will vary depending on expected use of the products. So next we have to move on education and training. So education and training products make up the significant share of the multimedia market, ranging from pre-kindergarten to postgraduate offerings to technical and corporate training products. Okay, so education and training products often mirror textbooks and training manuals and are often developed using resources across purposed from these text-based sources in addition to audio and video tapes. So education and training products fall into three general categories, which are instructor and support products, standalone or self-placed products, and combination products. So next, instructor support product. So instructor support products are used by teachers and trainers in conjunction with textbooks, lectures, and other activities within a classroom environment. Similar in some respects to reference database products, they provide resource materials for the instructor. They may include a curriculum and curriculum guides, study notes, lecture sites, and handouts, and testing and assessment materials. Okay, so standalone or self-placed products. Standalone or self-placed products are also called computer-based training, which means CBT. These are designed for students to use in live and instructor-led environment. Learning objectives, course content, and testing materials are built within the product so that the students, usually at his or her own pace, can complete their course without external enrollment. Okay, so next one is combination products. So combination products fall between support and stand alone. They used by students at the direction of the instructor or to augment classrooms activities such as lectures and exercise. So combination products may provide specific reinforcement or instructor teaching and are used in assessment, student learning, and comprehension technical. So the typical of this area textbooks that include CD-ROMs to provide supplementary or additional material, such as the textbook or CD-ROM could be provided example described in a textbook, including content that is better described with use of digital audio or video. So three types of educational training products. It is a combination products require significant effort on the product or part of the teacher to integrate them to learning the environment. The first one is background and ability of the students, and the second one is learning objectives, and third one is assessment of the students to make sure that they have learned something. Okay, so education training systems are very difficult to produce because they are dependent on the skills and abilities of the users. At a minimum, the product functionality should not impose significant learning requirements. So you want students to spend more time learning on material instead of software. Navigation controls and support features such as help should be clearly identified and easy to use. So second and point is the learning objective and outcome of the training. So learning objective and outcome of the training, which is the important point, and second and fifth one is kiosk. So kiosk products are easy to use and have a relatively simple function, that is ATM, bank machines, and malls and workers and then many aspects of our lives. Okay, so kiosk products are characterized by having relatively simple functions by proving very easy to use. Okay, for example, a kiosk found in a shopping mall may be used to identify and locate mall stores. The uses of the kiosk may range from a child to an elderly person with the broadest possible range of computer skills and physical abilities. Therefore, the kiosk must be simple and easy to use, the comprehensive and not threatening, and it must run constantly, even days at a time, with little or no maintenance. Okay, so kiosk products are one part entertainment, one part is utility, and one part workhorse. So entertainment value will vary, but generally they are attractive and appealing to the eye. Pictures, sounds, and videos are often used to assign the user in finding information, provide information, or augment the delivery of information. The utility aspect is that the product does the relatively simple job like dispensing cash and bank statement, which has few keystrokes as possible. Finally, the workhorse aspects means that the products must be able to run for extended periods and reset itself periodically to a starting state after extended periods of not being used. Okay, so kiosk products are very unique in that they are delivered as integrated software and hardware solutions. Okay, from designer perspective, kiosk consists of top level menu with usually no more than 2 or 3 layers of subordinate menus. Okay, the kiosk hardware design must account for the surrounding environment. Kiosks require access to power outlets that can not be too loud or distracting the rest of the environment. So next one is entertainment and games. So they are the most popular, especially for those people who never use for computer. They may access a non-standalone computer via CD-ROM networks, a special purpose game machine connected to television monitors, heavily based on the use of graphics, audio, animation, and the video. Have simple navigation controls, Most of them depend on the timer or score keeping systems, offers multiplayer and some other features. So multimedia based entertainment and game products depend on the use of graphics, audio, animations, and may include their operations also. The game may include completed graphic taking the user, treasure hunt on deserted land, audio is used for sound effects while video, and animations are used for transition for special effects. Okay, entertainment products like briefing, reference, database, education, and kiosk products all have their unique place in the supporting the end users. So they feel need or learning, getting a job done, and they are simply used for fun and pleasure. Regardless of how they are used, multimedia products should be seriously evaluated by end users and developers, ensure they meet the need for which they were produced. So next we are going to learn about the topic of evaluation. So evaluations means which is the broad range of multimedia products. Okay, so they can be created and or purchased. It is critical that users and uh, developers understand how to evaluate the quality or usefulness of the product. So, with this in mind, there are two perspectives for evaluation of products, that is, multimedia products, the user perspective and then a developer's perspective. So, those who use multimedia products are primarily interested in primarily serving a need or solving a problem. This need could be an entertainment, education, or presenting the corporate financial bottom line. So next one is the information in the product being timely, accurate and well organized. The product being easy to use, those who develop multimedia products face a variety of multimedia technologies and tools to build products and assortment of specialized multimedia development strategies to effectively organize content. The need to find or develop content that is current, relevant, accurate, and value of the end users. Budget schedules and resources constraints. These are the various steps multimedia products. It is essential that users and developers understand and have strategies for evaluating products. So these strategies will be discussed for the following greater detail about the product serving and product assortment and evaluations. Okay, so next we are moving on user's perspective. The user's perspective is often not considered a feature of multimedia evaluation. For the purpose of this discussion, we will treat multimedia products or products typically are purchased as developed for a specific end user in mind. The assumption is that if a product is developed, well, it will widely used. The end user, on the other hand, must be able to determine what products to choose, how these products will help, and whether the product is workable or usable given the set of skills. Sorry. Users issues can be generally categorized as a subject, content, knowledge, platform, which means hardware or software, and usability, how will the product work and can the users operate it, which means learning or training time, error time, task time, and retention, operating the product in future sessions, look and feel. So and then followed usability and cost. So subject and content, which means subject and content is the area of interest, the product that supports specific interest such as astronomy, gardening or physical training. So there is the area of interest. Entertainment value, multimedia games, sports related products. Education, training or e-learning objectives, which are mathematics, languages, arts, and history. They are the subject related products. So, need for information, encyclopedias are similar reference product. So, support and content are evaluated in a straightforward Okay, so the material completed or through it is current as it is accessible. Accessibility can be subjective consideration based on how easy it is to find specific facts or details. So platform, which means discussed and is issues focus on equipment of what type of equipment and how it is compatible with a specific product. Okay, so the criteria included in a platform or hardware platform: computer process speed and database requirement, memory sizing and storage requirement, disk and CD storage and capabilities, video display requirements, digital audio and video, network capability, special hardware and special hardware such as joystick, trackball and touchscreen monitor, and operating system related or support software. End users, depending on their knowledge of computer systems, hardwares and softwares, can find these criteria. If end users expect to evaluate multimedia products, they must be aware of limitations of hardware and software systems that support the multimedia products. So next is usability. Usability is the measure of how good a program is in terms of the end users' expectations and abilities. So the key criteria of usability include learning or training time. Okay, so how long does it take to learn how to use the product? Kiosk system usable of same as also try entertainment and game products to avoid and frustrating user who is more interested in having fun. So error rate, which is error rate means how often and how serve mistakes made by the users. Education and training reference systems can be frustrating if users are constantly making mistakes in operating programs. Mistakes should be limited to failed answers and tests rather than the confusing sequence of buttons to press properly run the program. So next one is task time. So task time, how long does it take to accomplish a task and how efficient are the steps, and a database and reference system should be designed to allow the users find information rapidly and efficiently. So next one is retention. How difficult is it for users to operating the program in future session? This is an important question for education and training products. To the users are more focused on learning rather than remembering how to use the product. So last one is look and feel. So look and feel is subjective a subjective viewpoint based on cultural and ethical and similar criteria. In other words, they does use the find the program attractive, exciting or entertaining. Okay, so at the next one is cost. The multimedia product cost is often last factor consideration by many peoples and first for others. For example, we well down multimedia based typing tutor program may be purchased with the cost a secondary issue if that is confident that is user will learn to type. Conversely, many games and educational products are often purchased with the price as the many considerations. Okay, how much is gain for how much is spent? The developer perspective. This is the next second point in evaluation. That is second type. So first, that is a user perspective. We learned a lot about the user's perspective. So second, the developer perspective. So developer perspective, which is a multimedia product, should be review evaluation of the tool that makes each product better than the last. So there are a number of issues evaluating multimedia products. Some of these issues are similar to those applied by users in evaluating products, while others to specific the specification, design, and implementation of products. So many of these issues should be considered throughout the development products. Okay. So how the issues are followed is content, performance, delivery, interface. So, content means the product domain or subject matter, message, or comparison to comparable products, which is compare product to similar products on the market. It is comparable in terms of content, operation, performance, and cost. So, next one is performance in developers' perspective. So, performance, it is tricky problem for developers because they tend to develop on platforms using a much processing power and storage as they can afford. In order to maximize the productivity, developers must be careful become a product they develop and they will develop mostly like be run on hardware that is less capable on their own. So the key considerations included in a performance, which is behavior on the end user's hardware, graphic presentations and quality, and audio and video playback quality. So next one is delivery. So delivery, which means a successful multimedia products is more than the software in a CD-ROM. Success depends on how the product is packaging and distributed to the end users. It depends on how fast the user is able to use and install and become productive or entertained. The delivery of the products of criteria they should follow: installation, operational features, packaging, and documentation. So installation that is straightforward and very easy to use, skilled by users. Okay, so next one is operational features. Will the developers able to figure out how to use the product, how to use in a developers every time. Okay, so third one is packaging. So packaging is a important thing in a delivery. So packaging is a marking appropriate for the large market. So now last one is documentation or the users installation and troubleshooting guides through adequate for the users. So last one is interface. So it is easy of use for novice users, depth for experienced or expert users, navigation features all work and all useful. So strategies for new developers: select and evaluate multimedia products. They are very similar and to those who so strategies for new developers is there are great number of good and bad products on the market. New developers should allow learn the past mistakes and good ideas. The following is a list of suggestions for holding your developmental skills, that is select and evaluate multimedia products that are similar to those you wish to create and analyze these products. Work by considering the content, user interface, performance, and other characteristics. It may be useful for development analysis and features for your product development effort. Analyze that work does not work for each of characteristic you have described. Design changes or improvements are necessary to correct those shortcomings. If you have programming and authoring skills, determine how would they implement them. These are the strategies for new developers. Okay. And thank you Thank you for watching my presentations. Thank you so much, all.